Welcome to Careful Considerations, an Advent calendar for extended and dementia care planning. I'm Dan Altmeyer, and our topic today in day 10 of our Advent calendar is family memories. My earlier this week was the anniversary, the fourth anniversary of my stepfather passing away. And if you live long enough, you will become the oldest generation in your family. But the question is, how do you preserve the memories of the family that came before you or the family that comes after you? So we're going to talk about some ideas today around that, and we're going to move quickly because I got a lot of ideas that I wanted to share with you. So the first thing is create a family photo album, not after they pass away or after you pass away, have everybody do that, but work together with your family to create a family photo album or even digital photo album. Go on online, make it through Google Photos or something like that, so you can share those and share the memories of the process. Also, use audio and visual recording devices to catch family members sharing stories. And here's a really cool thing. What about at family events? We'll talk some more about family events a little bit later. But at family events, you ask them questions, or they ask you. People ask you questions if you're the oldest generation, and you share those with them. But also that you ask questions of the people there to share their favorite stories of the older generation, the people that are there, or maybe even the other people in the family that are not older, but compiling those memories and those stories, because as the African proverb says, that when an elder dies, a library dies with them. So record family stories as much as you can, so that they pass on from family member to family member, from generation to generation. Family tree. I've been working since the beginning of the pandemic, I guess, a little bit before that, with Ancestry.com and a few other sites to find out my ancestry. I had no idea who my ancestors were beyond a couple of names and a couple of stories that the family had passed along. But finding out the good, the bad, and the ugly is a great thing to be able to share with the future generations. So it's a great activity, and it's very enlightening. At least it was very enlightening to me, as to my family, and has given me a new hobby, and that's a great thing. Scrapbooking. How about that? Create a scrapbook with a mix of photos, letters, memories, other memorabilia. Decorate the pages with personal touches and make it visually appealing. Again, this is a family activity that you can do. And it's a way to get involved, and it's a way to bring memories out for the older generation. For those of you who saw the video that we posted yesterday from Chevrolet on aging, very, very touching, but it's giving people memory cues so that they can actually remember actions and times of their lives, and maybe share stories with you that you've never heard before, nobody's ever heard before. I remember being with my stepfather in his last days, and he shared to me the day that he was in a movie theater in Newport News, Virginia, and they came on, turned off the movie, and told everybody to go home because it was December 7th, 1941. I'd never heard that story before, and I realized more the impact of that day, rather than the pictures that and the movies that we've seen of the bombing of Pearl Harbor, but how it affected everybody in the United States. Journaling. Encourage family members to keep journals or diaries documenting their daily lives, thoughts, and experiences. Over time, these can become valuable insights into different generations. And so, even have people think about writing a biography, an autobiography. Help them with that. Do it on a verbal basis. When I was turning 70 years old, I realized that 70 was, if you divide it by 5, is 14. So I did a little series of quick 14 videos for 14 different age periods of my life that it just shared some of my remembrances of that those periods in my life, and I shared that on Facebook. Recipe book, family recipes. Don't lose those recipes to the future, even if your name isn't Betty Crocker. Home videos. Go back and look at the old home videos that you have, the new home videos you have. Take videos of events and create a digital library or burn DVDs for safekeeping. It's just to be able to hear the voice, to be able to see the sparkle in the eye of somebody who's no longer with us is a gem. It's a gift. Letters and correspondence. Save handwritten letters, cards, emails that hold sentimental value. Create a time capsule. Put together a time capsule with items representing the current era, such as newspapers, technology, personal notes, and bury it or store it in a safe place for future generations. Fun thing to do. Document special events. Keep documentation of special events like weddings, graduations, and family reunions, including photos, programs, and any relevant details. Also, like vacation trips, different things like that. If you do it as a family, how cool is that to be able to go back and say, I remember the time when mom did this. I remember the time dad did that. I remember the time grandpa did this, it's great. Create a family website or blog. How cool would that be? Updates and keep the family, especially in today's world where we're spread out across the country, across the world. Put yourself in a position where you can keep that connection going instead of just special occasions or special trips. Digitize old media. We kind of talked about that, but there are a lot of old videos. I'm in the process of digitizing some videos of the batting cage when I coached Little League Baseball with my son and my daughter, and times at the batting cage, just for fun. And last, preserve family heirlooms. Take care of family heirlooms such as jewelry, furniture, and other artifacts, and document their history and their significance. I remember when my mom passed away, she left some stuff from my grandmother, which was china from the Buchanan White House. Well, my stepfather had no idea what it was, and he was trying to clear out the china cabinet and give it away. And one day I came over to visit him, and I found broken pieces of the Buchanan White House china all over the front of his his stoop in front of the front door. So if he'd have known, it would have been a different story. But you know, that's the whole idea behind that. Remembering the key to intentional and consistent capturing and preserving of memories. Involve multiple family members in the process to create a comprehensive and diverse collection. This is real important, and you know, you will never regret collecting this information. Your grandkids, there are things that my grandmother used to tell me that I don't have any further documentation on. I can share those stories to myself, but boy, I wish I had her to talk to ask some questions to. And that's the last thing that I want to share. And that is, how about making them feel important and do an interview? Do interviews with them. Have different family members interview them about something that they're interested in. And you know, and again, them for me is me. I'm the older generation. You may not be the older generation, but share those memories and your memories of those former generations. I wish you a very, very blessed and wonderful day here in the 10th day of Advent, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a great day.